So I'm here, stuck in the Arctic tundra, and I'm going to use this opportunity to tell you about evolution in a nutshell. Evolution is the idea that species living today are descendants of ancestral species that were different than species that are currently living. Charles Darwin coined this descent with modification. A more focused definition of evolution could be change in a population's gene frequency over time, or change in a population's gene pool over time. Now, Charles Darwin wasn't the first to propose the idea of evolution. However, he was the first to propose a mechanism of evolution, a mechanism he called natural selection. The idea that organisms that were most fit for their environment survived, lived longer, and were able to reproduce more and pass those traits on more frequently. On his famed trip on the HMS Beagle around the world, making it stops at places like the Galapagos Islands, Darwin collected many different specimens, and he started to observe some trends. One of which was that organisms had traits that increased their ability to survive in their environment. He called these traits adaptations. Now, if we examine this Arctic fox in its natural habitat, we can see a prime example of the results of natural selection. You can see its white coat is perfect for camouflage, sneaking up on its prey and being able to escape any larger predators. Its cupping ears serve as excellent tools for collecting sounds of small rodents underneath the snow it might feed on. And its incredible sense of smell aids in this hunting process as well. So you might ask how these traits emerged in the Arctic fox. The answer is natural selection. Over many generations, those foxes with lighter fur for better camouflage or more keen sense of smell and hearing were able to live longer, pass on their traits more, and have more offspring with the genes for those traits. And over time, there was a change in the gene pool of the population. And that is evolution through natural selection. Two other mechanisms for evolution are genetic drift and gene flow, and we'll talk about those later. So in summary, evolution is the idea that species are descendant from ancestral species, and they're different from those ancestral species. And the mechanism proposed by Darwin leading to these changes over time is natural selection. The idea that organisms that are best fit for their environment, meaning they have adaptations to increase their survival and reproductive ability, are able to survive and pass on their genes more often, leading to changes in the population's